Do your legs ever feel heavy and stiff in the morning? Have you noticed cramps at night or weakness when trying to get out of bed? Many seniors chalk this up to just getting older, but the truth is one of the most overlooked culprits is something you may be drinking every single evening: milk. For decades, milk has been promoted as the perfect drink for strong bones and muscles. But here's the surprising truth: not all milk is created equal. Some types of milk actually make it harder for your body to absorb calcium, irritate your digestion, or trigger inflammation that accelerates muscle loss. Others, however, can become a powerful tool to rebuild muscle overnight, protect your bones, and even help you sleep better. I'm Dr. Sam, and for more than 30 years, I've worked with older adults to prevent muscle loss, reduce joint pain, and maintain independence. I've seen firsthand how choosing the right kind of milk before bed can be the difference between waking up stiff and sore or waking up stronger, steadier, and ready for the day. In today's video, we'll count down the 4 milks you should avoid after 60 and the 4 milks you should choose instead to protect your muscles, bones, and overall health. Stay with me until the very end because I'll also give you a simple shopping checklist and a bedtime milk plan you can start using tonight. Now let's take a closer look at the 4 types of milk seniors should avoid after the age of 60. While many of these drinks appear harmless, and some are even marketed as healthy, the truth is they can quietly disrupt sleep, trigger inflammation, or block the very nutrients your body needs to repair muscles and protect bones. We'll count them down one by one, starting with the number 4. At the number 4 spot, we have sweetened almond milk. Almond milk is often seen as a light and healthy alternative to cow's milk, but when sugar is added, it quickly turns into a hidden risk. Just 1 cup can contain 12 to 15 grams of added sugar, about the same as eating a cookie before bed. Why is this such a concern after 60? First, that sugar surge raises insulin levels and suppresses melatonin, the sleep hormone your body relies on to enter deep restorative sleep. Without it, your muscles miss their prime repair window. A 2019 study in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine confirmed that high evening sugar intake was strongly associated with reduced slow-wave sleep, the very stage when muscle fibers rebuild. Second, excess sugar fuels chronic inflammation and insulin resistance, both of which accelerate sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. For seniors already fighting to maintain strength, sweetened almond milk undermines the process. And to make matters worse, sweetened almond milk is often low in protein and unfortified with calcium or vitamin D, offering little support for muscle growth or bone density. Practical advice: if you enjoy almond milk, choose the unsweetened calcium and vitamin D fortified version. This way you get the creamy taste without sabotaging your recovery. And while almond milk with added sugar is risky, another plant-based option may look comforting but hides a very different danger. It actually prevents your body from absorbing the calcium you need. That's what we'll uncover at number 3. Coming in at number 3 is unfortified oat milk. Oat milk has become a trendy choice in recent years because of its creamy texture and pleasant taste. But for seniors, this type of milk can be more harmful than helpful if it is not fortified. The first issue lies in its nutrient profile. Many brands of plain oat milk are naturally low in protein and lack essential fortification with calcium and vitamin D, 2 nutrients your body absolutely needs after 60 to prevent osteoporosis and muscle weakness. Without these, every glass of oat milk leaves your bones and muscles undernourished. The second problem is that oats contain compounds known as phytates, which bind to calcium and block its absorption. Instead of helping your skeleton, unfortified oat milk can actually act like a thief, robbing your body of usable calcium. For seniors already at risk of brittle bones, this is especially dangerous. In fact, research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets high in phytates without adequate calcium intake accelerated bone mineral loss in older adults, raising the risk of fractures. Practical advice: if you enjoy oat milk, check the carton carefully. Only choose varieties labeled fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Better yet, pair it with protein-rich foods at bedtime, such as Greek yogurt or nuts, to balance out what oat milk alone cannot provide. So, while unfortified oat milk quietly weakens bones, our next milk on the list adds another hidden problem. At number 2, flavored lactose-free milks may look like a sweet and easy solution, but the syrups and artificial additives inside can do real harm. At the number 2 spot, we have flavored lactose-free milk. On the surface, it looks like a safe option for seniors who can't tolerate regular milk. After all, removing lactose makes it easier to digest, but when chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry flavors are added, this healthier choice quickly turns into a sugary trap. These flavored versions often contain syrups, added sugars, and artificial sweeteners. For seniors, that means two big problems. First, the sugar spike at night raises blood glucose and insulin, disturbing sleep and slowing down overnight muscle repair. Second, artificial sweeteners can upset the balance of your gut microbiome, which scientists now know plays a direct role in metabolism, immunity, and even muscle strength. A 2020 review in Nutrients found that artificial sweeteners disrupted gut bacteria in ways that promoted inflammation and metabolic dysfunction, outcomes seniors can't afford when trying to preserve strength and independence. The result? Instead of giving your muscles and bones the nourishment they need, flavored lactose-free milk adds empty calories, fuels inflammation, and makes restful sleep harder to achieve. Practical advice: if you need lactose-free milk, stick to the plain, unsweetened version. It still delivers calcium and protein without sabotaging your gut health or raising your blood sugar. And while flavored lactose-free milk sabotages your recovery with sugar and additives, the number one milk to avoid is even more concerning. It's the very type of milk most people still buy every day: conventional cow's milk that's been ultra-pasteurized and comes from A1 type cows. Let's look at why this common choice can be so harmful. Finally, at the number 1 spot, we have the most common type of milk found on supermarket shelves: ultra-pasteurized conventional cow's milk, usually from A1 type cows. Many seniors still believe this is the classic healthy milk, but science tells a very different story. The first issue is the protein it contains. A 1-type cow's milk carries a 1-beta-casein, which has been linked to digestive discomfort, bloating, and systemic inflammation in sensitive individuals. For people over 60, whose digestion often becomes more fragile, this can lead to gas, cramps, and chronic low-grade inflammation, all of which interfere with muscle repair and recovery. The second problem is the ultra-pasteurization process. To extend shelf life, the milk is heated to extremely high temperatures. While this makes it safer for storage, It also destroys heat-sensitive nutrients like vitamin C, some B vitamins, and certain natural enzymes that aid digestion. What's left is milk that provides fewer usable nutrients and is harder on the gut. Research supports these concerns. A clinical trial published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition compared A1 milk with A2 milk, which lacks A1 beta casein, and found that participants drinking A2 milk experienced significantly fewer digestive symptoms and less inflammation. For seniors, that means switching away from conventional A1 milk could reduce discomfort and allow nutrients to be absorbed more effectively. Practical advice. If you want to keep milk in your diet, avoid ultra-pasteurized A1 milk. Instead, look for gentler, more nourishing alternatives such as A2 milk, goat milk, or fermented options like kefir, which we'll discuss shortly. So, we've now covered the 4 types of milk you should avoid after 60, from sugary almond milk to conventional A1 cow's milk. But here's the good news: not all milks are harmful. In fact, some can actively support stronger muscles, healthier bones, and better sleep. Let's count down the 4 best milks to drink before bed, starting with a traditional option that has been trusted for centuries. Before we move on to the 4 milks you should be drinking, let me give you a quick example. One of my patients, Mrs. Helen, a 71-year-old retired nurse, used to drink a glass of flavored lactose-free chocolate milk every night. She believed it was helping her bones and digestion, but over time she noticed more bloating, restless sleep, and morning stiffness. When we reviewed her habits, the problem was clear. The sugar and additives in her milk were silently working against her. Once she switched to a healthier alternative, something remarkable happened. Within just 6 weeks, her digestion improved, she slept more soundly, and her morning walks felt easier. The change wasn't dramatic or complicated. It was simply choosing the right kind of milk before bed. That's why it's so important to know not only what to avoid, but also what to embrace. Now let's turn to the positive side. The 4 best milk seniors over 60 should drink daily, starting with one that has been trusted for centuries and is gentler on digestion than cow's milk. At number 4 on our list of recommended milks is goat milk, a traditional choice that has supported human health for centuries, and one that deserves far more attention among seniors today. The first reason goat milk is beneficial is its digestibility. Compared to conventional cow's milk, goat milk contains smaller fat globules and a different protein structure. This makes it much easier to break down, especially for people over 60 who often struggle with reduced digestive enzymes. Seniors who experience bloating or discomfort with cow's milk often find goat milk far gentler on the stomach. Second, goat milk naturally contains more medium-chain fatty acids and is richer in certain minerals like calcium, phosphorus, and potassium. These nutrients directly support bone strength and muscle contraction, 2 areas where seniors are most vulnerable. A 2019 study in the Journal of Dairy Science highlighted that goat milk improves calcium absorption more efficiently than cow's milk, making it particularly valuable for older adults at risk of osteoporosis. Finally, goat milk also has a higher level of certain oligosaccharides, compounds that act like prebiotics, nourishing the gut microbiome. Since gut health strongly influences immunity and nutrient absorption, this is an underrated benefit for seniors aiming to stay strong and resilient. Take the case of Mr. Lewis, a 68-year-old who came to me complaining of indigestion every night after drinking cow's milk. When we switched him to goat milk, his bloating eased within days, his sleep improved, and he noticed greater energy during his morning walks. It wasn't a miracle supplement, just a smarter choice of milk. Practical advice: aim for a small glass of goat milk, about 1 cup in the evening, or use it in tea, coffee, or oatmeal. Look for low-heat, pasteurized, non-homogenized varieties to preserve their natural enzymes and nutrients. Goat milk is an excellent starting point for seniors seeking gentler digestion and stronger bones. But if you're looking for a plant-based alternative, our next option at number 3 can deliver the same creaminess with the added benefit of fortification: unsweetened almond milk with calcium and vitamin D. At number 3, we have unsweetened, calcium-fortified almond milk, a plant-based option that can be an excellent choice for seniors, provided you pick the right version. The key here is unsweetened. Unlike sweetened almond milk, which floods your system with added sugars, the unsweetened type delivers the creamy texture without spiking blood sugar or interfering with sleep. This makes it especially valuable for seniors managing diabetes or insulin resistance. The second benefit is fortification. Almonds on their own are naturally low in calcium, but most high-quality brands of almond milk are fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Together, these two nutrients act as a team. Calcium supports bone density, while vitamin D improves calcium absorption and helps regulate muscle contractions. A 2020 report in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research emphasized that older adults who combined adequate calcium intake with vitamin D had a 35% lower risk of fractures compared to those deficient in one or both nutrients. Third, almond milk is naturally low in calories and contains heart-healthy monounsaturated fats. For seniors who want to maintain a healthy weight without sacrificing taste, this makes it a smart, everyday option. Consider Mrs. Parker, a 70-year-old retiree who struggled with both lactose intolerance and concerns about osteoporosis. When she switched from flavored lactose-free milk to unsweetened, fortified almond milk, she not only avoided digestive discomfort but also improved her bone density markers over 12 months. Practical advice: choose almond milk labeled unsweetened and fortified with calcium plus vitamin D. Enjoy a glass in the evening on its own, blend it into a smoothie with blueberries, or pour it over oatmeal as part of a bedtime routine. Almond milk provides a light plant-based solution, but if you're looking for something that actively strengthens both digestion and immunity, the next option at number 2 may surprise you: kefir, a fermented milk rich in probiotics and protein. At number 2, we have kefir, a fermented milk drink that has been used for centuries and is now recognized as one of the most powerful functional foods for seniors. Unlike regular milk, kefir is made by fermenting milk with live bacteria and yeasts, creating a drink that is rich in probiotics, protein, calcium, and vitamin K2. The primary benefit of kefir is its positive impact on gut health. As we age, the diversity of gut bacteria declines, which can impair digestion, weaken the immune system, and reduce nutrient absorption. Kefir restores this balance. In fact, a 2018 study published in Frontiers in Microbiology found that older adults who consumed probiotic-rich foods like kefir had greater gut microbial diversity and improved absorption of calcium and magnesium, two minerals essential for muscle contraction and bone strength. Second, kefir is naturally easier to digest than regular milk because the fermentation process breaks down much of the lactose. This makes it an excellent option for seniors with lactose intolerance. At the same time, kefir provides a steady stream of complete proteins that fuel muscle repair overnight. Consider Mr. Anderson, a 73-year-old who often woke up bloated and fatigued after drinking regular milk. Once he replaced it with unsweetened kefir, his digestion improved within 2 weeks, his energy returned, and he reported sleeping more soundly. Over time, his balance and coordination also improved, likely due to better nutrient absorption and reduced inflammation. Practical advice: choose kefir labeled unsweetened and with live cultures. Drink half a cup before bed, or blend it with berries and a sprinkle of flaxseed for extra antioxidants and omega-3s. Kefir strengthens your gut and improves nutrient absorption, but at number one, we have a milk that goes beyond digestion. It provides the protein and calcium your muscles and bones need without the inflammatory effects of conventional milk. Let's talk about A2 whole milk. Finally, at the number one spot, we have A2 whole milk, a traditional yet often overlooked option that can make a huge difference for seniors over 60. Unlike conventional cow's milk, which contains the A1 beta-casein protein, A2 milk contains only A2 beta-casein, a form that is far easier to digest and far less likely to trigger inflammation. Why is this important? Studies have shown that A1 milk can cause digestive distress, bloating, and low-grade inflammation in sensitive individuals. A 2014 study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who switch from A1 to A2 milk experience less abdominal pain, reduced bloating, and lower markers of inflammation. For seniors, this means better digestion, improved nutrient absorption, and fewer obstacles to overnight muscle repair. The second benefit is that A2 whole milk is naturally rich in calcium, phosphorus, vitamin D when fortified, and complete protein. These nutrients work together to maintain bone density, strengthen muscles, and support nerve function. Drinking a small glass before bed gives your body a steady supply of amino acids and minerals during the critical hours when muscles rebuild. Take the case of Mrs. Collins, a 67-year-old who avoided milk for years because of digestive issues. When she tried A2 whole milk, she was surprised at how comfortable it felt. Within months, her bone density scans improved slightly, and she regained confidence in adding milk back into her diet without the old discomfort. Practical advice: choose A2 whole milk, ideally from grass-fed cows, and keep your portion to 1 cup in the evening. Pair it with a light snack such as a handful of almonds or a slice of whole grain toast for a balanced bedtime routine. Now that we've gone through the 4 best milks, goat milk, unsweetened fortified almond milk, kefir, and A2 whole milk, let's put everything together into a simple shopping checklist and a practical nightly plan you can start using today. Now that you know which milks to avoid and which to embrace, let's make this simple and practical. The next time you go shopping, keep a short checklist in mind. Look for goat milk that's gently pasteurized, unsweetened almond milk fortified with calcium and vitamin D, plain kefir with live cultures, and A2 whole milk from grass-fed cows if possible. At the same time, steer clear of sweetened almond milk, unfortified oat milk, flavored lactose-free milks, and ultra-pasteurized A1 cow's milk. Those are the ones that quietly work against your health. But choosing the right carton is only half the story. What really matters is how you fit it into your evening routine. About 1 to 2 hours before bed, pour yourself half a cup to 1 cup of your preferred milk. If you want something light and easy on digestion, kefir or goat milk are excellent options. If you prefer plant-based, unsweetened, fortified almond milk works beautifully, especially blended with a few blueberries or walnuts for an added antioxidant and omega-3 boost. And on nights when you crave something warm and comforting, gently heat a glass of A2 whole milk with a pinch of cinnamon to relax your body and prepare for restful sleep. This small, consistent habit turns a simple drink into an overnight repair system for your muscles, bones, and nerves. Every evening, you're not just having a beverage, you're giving your body the tools it needs to wake up stronger, steadier, and more energized. But before you start, there are a few important notes and cautions to keep in mind so you can enjoy these milks safely and avoid common pitfalls. Before you rush to change your evening routine, there are a few important points to keep in mind. First, portion size matters. While milk can be nourishing, too much, even the healthy kinds, can add unnecessary calories and make digestion uncomfortable at night. A serving of about half a cup to 1 cup is plenty for most seniors. Second, always read the labels carefully. Many plant-based milks come in multiple versions, sweetened, flavored, or unfortified. Choosing the wrong one can cancel out the benefits we've just discussed. Look specifically for unsweetened and fortified on the carton. Third, remember that everyone's body is different. If you have kidney disease, lactose intolerance, or a history of digestive issues, talk with your doctor or dietitian before adding new milks regularly to your diet. Even healthy options like goat milk or A2 milk may not be suitable for everyone. Finally, timing is key. Drinking milk right before lying down may cause reflux or discomfort in some people. That's why it's best to enjoy your evening milk about 1 to 2 hours before bed, giving your body time to digest while still delivering nutrients during the night. By keeping these notes in mind, you can enjoy the benefits of the right milk safely and effectively, turning a nightly glass into a powerful tool for muscle repair, bone strength, and better sleep. Now that you've learned which milks to avoid and which ones to embrace, along with a simple nightly plan, it's time to take action. Even a small change tonight can set you on the path towards stronger muscles and healthier mornings. So here's the bottom line. The type of milk you drink before bed can either weaken your body silently or become a powerful ally in keeping your muscles, bones, and nerves strong after 60. Sweetened almond milk, unfortified oat milk, flavored lactose-free milk, and ultra-pasteurized A1 cow's milk may look harmless, but over time they rob your body of the very nutrients it needs. On the other hand, goat milk, unsweetened fortified almond milk, kefir, and A2 whole milk provide bioavailable protein, calcium, probiotics, and anti-inflammatory benefits, the exact tools your body needs to repair itself overnight. By making this simple switch in your evening routine, you can wake up stronger, steadier, and more energized, ready to enjoy the independence you deserve. Remember this, aging doesn't mean losing your strength. Every choice you make, even something as simple as the glass of milk before bed, can either speed up decline or build resilience for the years ahead. The power is in your hands. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which type of milk do you drink most often at night? And are you planning to make a change after watching this video? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else in our community to take their first step. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Dr. Sam's Senior Health Tips. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another science-backed tip for stronger, healthier aging. Here's to restful nights, stronger muscles, and many more years of independence.